everyone. Welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network on YouTube. It's Thursday, and it's Thrifty Thursday. So for those of you who follow me, you probably know that I stream both on YouTube and on Twitch. And I've been, through this whole journey of being a streamer, it's been interesting. Those two platforms are so different, and I'm trying to make adjustments along the way. But I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate that everybody who's been encouraging me and having me continue with my work, because I do think that there is a need for more women voices in the Lego space, and especially on both platforms. So what I'm doing is I am going to continue on. I'm going to continue fighting the good fight. Hey, Robin Eklund, how are you? Good to see you. And I've been so excited too, because I've been on both streams. I try to do mocks one time on each stream. So on Twitch, I typically do them on Mondays, and on YouTube, I do them on Saturdays. Well, I've been so busy because I have several mocks that I'm working on right now, because several people have asked me to participate in several challenges. So I'm going to do my best to see if I can put these in the chat, because I know that I am still kind of working through the software, but I think this is going to work. So let me go through some of them. So the first one I'm going to put in the chat is the daily brick limit. So this is on Instagram, and the daily brick limit is hosted by Joriel Builds and myself. So we every about 6 months we do a daily brick limit challenge, and the daily brick limit means on every day you try to build something different based on the number of pieces that's equivalent to the day of the month. So today's July 15th, and I finally caught up. I've been so busy, but I still have been building. The problem is just trying to build and then take the photo, and many of you have been taking the photo and then putting it also into Photoshop and doing all of that. And I really wish I had time to also do the Photoshop. I hope this weekend I'll have a little bit more time for that. So that's the first one. And let me just check the chat real quick, because when I'm in this mode, okay, good, we're okay. And so the other thing that I've been working on, so that's a daily brick limit. Another one I've been doing is called the Re-Brick This Challenge. So Re-Brick This July 21, or just plain Re-Brick This. And that one is hosted by Debo Bricks. So Debo, oops, I need to put an @ sign there. Debo Bricks. Now, that one's both on Instagram and YouTube, and I'll explain that a little bit. Is that we're hosting the posts of the builds on Instagram, but what we do once a month is review them on YouTube, because both he and I have YouTube channels, and we have decided the best thing to do would be to do the live review on YouTube, because that's the platform we're more comfortable with. Whereas Joriel Builds, he prefers Instagram, so when we do the reviews, we're doing those weekly, and that is something that we do on Instagram. So I know it kind of goes back and forth, and it kind of is confusing sometimes, but I think seems like people are, keeping track and catching up with us. Okay, so we've got those. The next one that I'm working on, and I hope I have the hashtag right, it's Let's Build Some Magic. I think it's either that, and this one is hosted by Brick Huntress. So Brick Huntress, Kate, is hosting that one on Instagram. So it's on Instagram, but and also she does her reviews. And this one, she told me that the review will be, so on Instagram, review will be on Sunday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're working on that, you have really until the morning of Sunday to get your posts up there. And for those of you who've been following me, yesterday I just had this mind-blowing epiphany about how to do my challenge for her, because it's Let's Build Magic. And the other thing I'm working on right now is Mythology, the Mythology Challenge. And the Mythology Challenge is hosted by Tricky Bricks. So those are 4 challenges that are going on at the same time. And for Tricky Bricks, the deadline is Thursday, Yeah, Thursday, July 22nd at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's the deadline to get that in. And then if you want to watch the review, watch their Friday YouTube show at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So those are 4 that I know of that are going on right now. And I happen to be involved in 2 as far as a co-host. And the other 2 are just within the network of the Lego community. So you can see that there's a lot going on in the month of July. And I know that there's others as well. I think Sam's Brego, I think, is also doing one for the summer. I think Gen Fam Friends or Fam Friends Builds, um, they're doing one as well with the habitats. But you just have to pick and choose which ones are going to suit you. So the 4, the 4 that I'm working on right now, all have to do with the Daily Brick Limit. That's Joriel Builds on Instagram. The Rebrick This Challenge, which I'm doing with Devo Bricks. The Let's Build Some Magic, which is the one with Kate, Brick Huntress. And I'm not sure if I have the hashtag right. I think it's Let's Build Some Magic, not Let's Build Magic, because that may be used already. So just do a search on Brick Huntress. You'll see all the rules on her stories. And then the last one that I'm working on, at least in this amount of time, is the one for Tricky Bricks, which is the Mythology Challenge. So when you have multiple kinds of challenges that are going on, I try to dovetail as much as I can with the challenges, because you just can't do them all. So for example, I had worked on a fountain and water challenge for Tricky Bricks, and it was a fountain and a mermaid fountain, and you probably remember, for some of you who have watched me when I was doing that. And then when she announced her challenge about Let's Build a City, I reached out to Brick Huntress and I said, hey, can you use a fountain? She said, yeah, we can use a fountain. So sometimes it's good to even take builds that you've done for another challenge and ask the host or hostess, what, would this apply? Because the reason why you want to do that, it's not necessarily double dipping, but it's just exposing your work to another community. And if they give you permission, they would welcome to have some of your work there. So just think about when you're building something, don't tear it down right away. Because if I had done that with the fountain challenge, then I wouldn't have been able to submit that, or I would just submit some old photos for that. And in her case, she wanted a 360-degree view or a video. So it's a really good thing I didn't break that down for Tricky Bricks and just go with the photo, because she asked for a 360 view. And I think in retrospect, now that I've seen some of the work that other people have done, I have a better idea of what to do. But when you submit to the challenges, don't feel also obligated to do every single challenge. So she has done Let's Build Chaos and some other things, I think, for the summer. And just the ones that resonate with you. Like when she said the next one was Let's Build Magic, I said, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I would love to participate in that. Because you want to feel that when you're working on your artwork, that you're doing it from a place of joy. And that's something that even with the Daily Brick Limit, we told people, don't feel like you have to do every single day, because we don't want this to be a chore. If, however, you want to do that, and that's something that resonates with you, and that's something that you find enjoyment with, then absolutely, we would love for you to do that. So for us, the challenge was try to do 10 builds in the month of July. And if you can, that's great. And for the Rebrick This Challenge, we've had several people, Debo and I have looked at several different rebricks. And some people said, I don't do brick heads. Don't expect me to buy a brick head. I'm not going to do it. It's like, okay, don't participate in this month's challenge. So this month, I forgot to mention, for the Rebrick This Challenge, in fact, I'll put this in the chat as well, is that for the Rebrick This Challenge, that is the set for this month. The set for Rebrick This is the bride and or the groom brickhead. So the brickheads, they're really a great deal. They're $12.99, and I did last Thursday for Thrifty Thursday. I did with the groom build. So they're $12.99, and you get either 255 pieces for the groom, or 303, I think, pieces for the bride. And I happen to do a ship. So that was one of my rebricks. I think I did that Monday on my Twitch stream. Is I rebricked the bride into 3 ships and 3 faces, all from the same kit. So it's an amazing, great deal. And you can do multiples for that. That's the other thing that we wanted to do, is we just wanted to encourage people to build. So if you are interested in that, you know, feel free to take a look at, you know, all these different challenges that are out there. And I know that for me and Debo, we always have a great time just seeing all the creativity that is happening out there, where you can take a box and then rebrick it. And then the other thing that's cool is that if you decide to do that, you can also take your model and put it on rebrickable. Now, I haven't done that yet because I'm still kind of a noob when it comes to, you know, those kinds of things. But the more I thought about it, I love ships. In fact, as you know, every time we've done a rebrick this challenge, and we started this back in February, so I think we're either on our 5th or 6th model. And every time, my first rebrick is typically a pirate ship or a ship of some sort. I'm not sure why. I guess I just love ships. So, you know, that's who I am. You know, that's what I do. It's what I love, and it provides me enjoyment when I get to do things like that. So the so the other thing I wanted to just mention is that I am doing some more of this co-streaming, where what I'm doing is now I'm trying to put into the archive some of my old streams from Twitch. So then that way they're in the same repository from YouTube. And the reason why I started even streaming on YouTube is because, you know, Twitch, one of my biggest annoyances with them is they don't archive all of your videos. So I have some videos that are long gone because they didn't archive them. They only archive them for 2 months. Whereas YouTube, I can go back years and they have some of my videos from years ago. So I just wanted to let you know, if you start seeing some more videos pop up, those are Twitch streams that are now allowable on YouTube, because they have a 24-hour period where they make you wait before you cross-post content. So I just wanted to give you an update. I will probably create another little section in the YouTube channel for the Twitch streams, or maybe I'll group them by topic, because I'm so excited. I wanted to share with you what happened last night on my Twitch stream. And but before I do that, I just wanted to mention there were 2 things that happened in the news that were, you know, kind of disturbing, quite frankly. So one of them, some of you have heard of, is the company in Utah that made a Lego case to cover a gun. And yesterday they had a cease and desist from Lego. And talk about, you know, what were you thinking? You know, you don't want a little kid to pick up a real gun that they think is a Lego toy. So I was really, really disturbed by that. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. It really surprises me when I start seeing people doing things like that. So that's the first thing that was in the news that I wanted to just point out that was fairly new. And the other thing that was shocking, for those of you who hadn't seen it, is that one of the Capitol rioters, a friend of mine shared with me this news article, and apparently one of the Capitol rioters, you heard disturbing. Yeah, okay, so welcome, Debo. You missed my early preamble where I was talking about our Rebrick This challenge. But, so the first one I said was disturbing is the Lego case for the gun, or the encasement that you can put onto a gun. And that was the Utah company. You hadn't heard about that? Yeah, in fact, maybe what I can do is, let me see if I can share it. I have something on my down camera. Let me see if I can share that, because I have it, I think, on my backup screen. So let me see if I can pull this up, because I'm just like, I was in shock. That is really disturbing that somebody would think about, oh yeah, you know, let's put a Lego case, it'll be a great seller, which it probably would be. However, think about the danger you're putting kids into. That some kid might see that, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have kids walking around with Lego guns that they think are harmless, and then they could really cause some damage. Okay, I think I have a photo here, so let me pull this up. But yeah, it's just like, what are these companies thinking? It's like, hello. I know, it's craziness. One of the rioters has the Capitol set. Yes, I have a photo of that too, which I thought was interesting. Hey, Cowboy Carnado, Cowboy Kenobi, how are you? What'd you miss? Okay, we're talking about the news right now. All right, so I got this photo here, so I'm going to do a transition. Hold up. All right, if you haven't seen this, do a search on Lego gun case or gun, Lego gun. It's in the news right now. So this Utah company had made this Lego case for a real gun, which is crazy. It's just, and I tell you, Lego was on them. Their legal department filed a cease and desist, and they have definitely stopped. But still, it's just like, people, we know that Lego is cool. We know that Lego is for adults. We're adult fans of Lego. But why would you do this and possibly put a child in jeopardy because a child would pick that up thinking it's a toy? It's just nuts. So that's the first thing. So that's clown shoes. All right, well, let me show you the other one that's in the news. Then this one is this. This is the actual document, and it shows as evidence the Lego box of the Capitol building. Now this one is a little ridiculous because essentially they're charging this guy who was one of the rioters for going into the Capitol building. And, you know, he's facing charges. He was a Penn State student. I'll scroll up to the front of the article, but they attached the actual legal documents, and there's a scanned photo of the Capitol building of the Lego box. And apparently it's not even fully built. It's like he cracked the seal and maybe opened a few bags, but hadn't actually built the model. But so in a way, I kind of feel like that's kind of a stretch. I mean, just because the guy, I mean, I have a model of the Eiffel Tower. Does that mean I'm thinking about bombing the Eiffel Tower? No. And, you know, I can see that what maybe they might be thinking is maybe they think it's a souvenir for his memory to remember his day that he stormed the Capitol in January of 2021. I don't know. Hey, Doc Samson, how's it going? Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. So we were talking about what's in the news, Doc Samson, in case you're wondering. It's just, I don't know, people have just, what was that, his blueprint? I don't know. Well, it would be funny. Okay, now if, on the other hand, he had fully built the Capitol model and had microfigs around it, planning out the attack, where they're going in the Capitol building, okay, I can see that. But he hadn't even built the thing, you know? That's why it's so hard to climb the walls. They look smaller on the model. Yeah, that could be. So let me scroll up to the top of this so you can see that this is an attachment. Okay, so that is on page 3 of this case document. So this case document is the government's supplemental memorandum in support of the pre-trial detention of Robert Norris, the defendant. Okay, so it's the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. The United States of America is suing Robert Morris, and part of the evidence is this Lego model. How crazy is that? Okay, so anyway, so let me scroll up here because this is the dude. That's him. That is him. And this says, Feds, Lego model of Capitol building found in rioters' home was not fully constructed. But apparently this dude, Robert Morris, is apparently that he's the one, and it says, you know, was a Penn State student, kicked out of school. So, gee, you know, some of your life choices were not the best, you know? It's like, So anyway, my friend sent me this article and I was just rolling. I was just rolling about the fact that the federal government has scanned a copy of this guy's partially built Lego set, not fully built, partially built, and using that as evidence for him against his against his I guess he's maybe being charged for treason or something, who knows. But this is coincidental. It doesn't exonerate him. They have evidence against him. Yeah, they have other evidence. But the fact that they scanned a copy of the photo of the model, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty hilarious. It sounds like you're defending this guy. I am not defending the guy. I'm just saying it's kind of like they're really trying to unearth every little thing. And my point is, all of us, I would imagine, maybe some of you are not into the architecture sets, but I like the architecture sets. And I'm looking at 4 of them right now. I've got the San Francisco skyline, which is my favorite. I've got the Tokyo skyline, I've got the Paris skyline, and I have the London skyline. So if we were to stretch this and say, I was plotting to go attack these buildings because I have these Lego sets, that's freaking ridiculous. I'm sorry. So are we taking this to brick court? You'll prosecute the case. Yes, this is something for brick court. In fact, that would be hilarious. In fact, Debo, you and I probably need to we could probably do a skit on that. We could probably do a funny skit about, you could be the prosecutor, I could be the defender, the prosecuting, or the attorney for the defense. And then we can have like a little brick-built guy representing Robert Norris. In fact, you're so good with faces, I bet you could probably replicate this guy's face as a little brick-built model. Or you could put Galactus in there. Galactus representing the defendant. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. But anyway, we'll talk offline about that. So anyway, so I had to talk about this today because I thought it was so kind of freaking ridiculous. So welcome everyone. I hope you're having a good time. Your co-counsel is Perry Masonry. Oh my god, you're on a roll, Don Brickles. Looks like I'm on the hook if anything happens to the Chuckles line pet shop. Yeah. Oh my god, that is so funny. And I should probably make sure I said hello to everybody here. Okay, I did. So anyway, okay, so let me show you, since I have the down camera here, I wanted to show you what I was doing last night on my Twitch stream. Because some of you were there for this, some of you may have left early. But this is what I was working on. And I am so excited because I think Debo remembers that I opened my... So this is the Banshee, and I just equipped her with 2 torches because if you look at the mythology of Hecate, Hecate is carrying 2 torches, which I thought was really cool. And there's other images where they have 3 versions of her as the maiden, I think the wife, and the crone. So it's interesting reading the mythology of this character. So this is going to be Hecate. And then what I did is I noticed I couldn't find my lavender leaves, but I found this magenta one that was on a not a troll set. It was on a elf set. So I yanked that from the elf set and I put it on here, and I think it looks pretty cool. So now I'm thinking I'm going to have to put on some of these other colors because I think they really pop. And the thing that I was really excited about is how I got this 32 by 32 base plate using 2 1x10 Technic beams on the bottom to connect this plate to this plate. And then what I did is I made this little river and I added an alligator because the albino alligator is just so cool. And as you know, because we have a tan moon up here, that it kind of, goes together with the theme. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I was doing off stream, is I was adding some little riverbank little pieces here, and then I'm thinking about putting the 1x2 translucent plates later. But I wanted to kind of position it to see what I liked, and I'm so excited about this. It's going to be fun. A tea, no root beer. Galactus is on the jury. Oh my god, how funny. Yeah. Well, you know, Hecate, for those of you who didn't see this last night, in fact, I'll put it in the chat, is that Hecate is the Greek goddess of magic, the moon, necromancy, ghosts. I mean, it's just super cool, etc. And the more I read about her, it's like, how come I didn't know about this? Why in all the years that I've been around? Because I followed Greek mythology a lot in high school, and I had never heard of her. I mean, I've heard of Hades, of course, and, you know, some of the larger well-known gods, but I had no clue about who this was. So I'm just super, super excited about this. Hecate, yeah. So, so what I'm doing anyway, that background is boss. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm super excited about this because what I plan to do is to put some burps up here to make this kind of like a gray cliff of some sort. And then the other thing that was, I mean, it was just serendipitous. Every time I've opened a blind bag or a blind box and I've been working on something, it is fortuitous for whatever I'm working on. So this, if you see here, the beat bits. In fact, I think, Debo, you had left, because I think this might be one of your favorite beat bits, right? The guy with the headset. But it has the ghost. That is the beat bit tile that goes with the Banshee. And this character, Hecate, since we were talking about TT, Hecate, yeah, we could do that. Now, I'm not sure if I put this last one in the right direction, but anyway, I think it's a megaphone. You learned the Hecate reading the New Mutants comics. Oh, yeah, but the fact that it's got a ghost beat bit tile, I think that one's going to be another favorite of mine. So the panda and the ghost tile, I think, are now two of my favorites. So yeah. Anyway, so this was really cool. Just like I said, I opened it as a blind box, and it happened to be a perfect figure for what I'm working on. I mean, because we talked about that, and originally we said, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I got the wolf, right? Because the wolf is one of the bandmates. Oops, sorry. Turn that this way. Yeah. So we said, oh, that would be awesome. And now it's like, okay, it's even better. It's even better. We didn't even say the Banshee. But then once I opened it up, then Debo said, oh my God, that's perfect. That's actually really perfect for what you're working on. So what I have to do in the next couple days, because this is due, I mentioned that I'm using this for 2 different challenges. So if I want to do the Let's Build Some Magic challenge, I need to get this in by the 18th. The morning of the 18th, because she's going to be broadcasting at 1 o'clock Pacific time on Sunday. And what's interesting is normally I'm broadcasting at that time for Brickanista on the Move, but RJ Coughlin, he said that he can't make it at that time, so we're moving it to 5. So I wanted to give you a pre-announcement that Sunday I'll be on with RJ Coughlin, and we're going to be talking about BrickCon, which is another piece of news, by the way. So let me go back to my main camera for a moment, because I'm so excited about this, partially excited, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so here's the scoop. If you haven't heard about it yet, BrickCon is on as a hybrid. So they're going to do in-person and they're going to do remote. And for anybody who wants to register for that, the only issue that I have is you have to be vaccinated. So if you want to participate as a builder, you need to be vaccinated, and they're limiting the number of builders. So if you want to be one of the builders, you better register ASAP, because they're going to cap it. We'll find out more on Sunday, because RJ will tell us more about what the decision-making process was and why they came to that. And I'm kind of nervous because I really want to be there. And I'm just waiting for this Novavax vaccine to be approved. and it's in October. Supposedly, Novavax is going to be approved this quarter, so I may not be able to be there in person because of this vaccination requirement. However, I will be involved remotely. So the other announcement I have is that Eric Wilkinson, who I have been on the show with before on a Brickanista on the Move episode, he and I will be I guess, collaborators on 2 different themes. This is super cool. So you already know I'm going to be doing dystopia because I've been promoting the dream bunkers. We want to do airships. We want to do cosplay. And like I said, if I can't be there, then I'm really sad about that. And yes, BrickCon is in Seattle. It's in the downtown Seattle area, I think in the Ballet Auditorium, one of those areas. But it's right here in Seattle, Stock. So you have to register for that. And since I'm not vaccinated, I may have to be remote. So I'm kind of bummed about that. So I will talk to RJ about that. I've already talked with Sean Edmison, who is the theme coordinator's coordinator. So I'm going to be working with Eric. I'm going to be working with Eric Wilkinson. And the second theme that we're both going to be working on is brick films, which I'm super excited about because, as you know, last year I got an honorable mention for my brick film. So I'm going to be involved in 2 different themes. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be there in person. So, but if you do want to go, you better register soon because they're going to cap the number of people who can participate. And I think they're also limiting the number of tickets to the public. I mean, we'll know more on Sunday when I interview RJ Coughlin. So just wanted to give you that as a heads up. BrickCon is on. It's like you've been served. You better be there. And like I said, as much as I would like to be there, I will not be there in person if I'm not vaccinated by then. So I know everybody's like going, why don't you just get the mRNA vaccine? And I'm like, I've been reading a lot of reports and I just am not comfortable with it. So I just figure, I mean, I can wait. I'm okay. However, I was at the Lego store today to pick up this. We'll get to this in just a second. Oh, wait a minute. I still have my green screen on. Hold up. Hold up. Where is that? Green screen. All right. Let me get that off of there. Get that filter off. It's like when I have to go between my green screen room. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we've got Minions, The Rise of Gru. And this one is a 4+ set. So I should be able to put it together. Hey, model building oh no, she's not here. Sorry. I'm looking at the wrong screen. You will not be in attendance. Okay, well, you know, like I said, it's a long way to go for you, Debo, but you could, since it's hybrid, and this is what we'll find out more about from RJ, is can you submit a mock remotely in the hybrid format? I think they will allow for that. So keep that in mind. So if you want to build a dirigible for the steampunk airship collab, would love to see that. Is there a BrickCon swag bag? There probably will be. There was last year, so there most definitely will be this year. So yeah, BrickCon is on, but in a hybrid. So it's going to be interesting just to see how this is. So we're always great about pushing the envelope, doing great things, and I'm super excited that I'm going to be a part of it from the ground up. If you heard my interview, well, I know it was hard to hear Ferg, so we're going to have Ferg on again, and then we'll make sure his sound is working better. But Ferg, as you know, lives in this area, and Ferg and I have known each other for almost 2 years, and he is probably going to be there. So if you want to meet Ferg in person, you probably want to go. But yeah, I'm super excited that he's the one who convinced me to bring the Spice Pirates up here, and that inevitably led to me moving up here. So I attribute a lot to just, you know, you never know. You meet somebody, and Ferg and I just happen to be working together at Bricks by the Bay. He had flown in from Seattle, and then he's the one who encouraged me about the Spice Pirates before I won the award. He kept saying, no, it's a really good model. You should really be proud of that. And, you know, when you get that kind of encouragement from somebody that is, you know, a perfect stranger at the time, and then when I got the award, I told him, I said, you know, that meant a lot to me, that as a brand new builder, to have somebody like him. I mean, then I saw what kinds of things he was able to do. I was just like, man, that guy is a genius. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to switch back to my down camera now that I have the model, the box. And this is what we're going to be working on today because it's Thrifty Thursday. And this should be a pretty quick build, even though I know Doc Samson, you know I'm a slow builder. He always makes fun of me with the snail emojis. Let's see if I can put this in the frame. Okay, so we got the Minions. The Minions, the Rise of Gru, and this one comes with Otto and Kevin. So I think the last one had Bob and another one, but I looked at the both boxes when I was in the store. So this will complete my set of Minions. I have 2 right now. I'll have 2 more. That's one of the reasons why I bought this set. Another one, which I thought was super cool, I'm going to turn this over so you can see it a little bit better, is look at this turquoise plate. It's either teal or dark turquoise, but that is awesome. So I'm looking forward to adding that to my parts collection. This orange slide too, that's new because I have not seen it in this color. And then these are actually pre-printed, which is kind of surprising to me. It only has 87 pieces. Yes, yes. Like I said, Doc Samson with his snail emojis, it's like, yes, I am a slow builder. Pace yourself. Thank you. It's like an orange slide. Yes, it's orange. So think about this as a parts pack. Don't think about it as, you know, a really, you know, big set. But the other thing that surprised me is that some of these are pre-printed bricks. I mean, this looks like a panel, I think. It's a 1 by 6 by 5 panel, and it's pre-printed. So I think that's the other cool thing about 4+ sets is that you don't have to worry about stickers, right? Because they're all pre-printed for you. Okay, so I'm gonna pace myself on this because, you know, this takes a lot of energy out of me. See? You see how I take this abuse from my followers? I know you guys care about me. I'm not worried. But, okay, so since you're asking about the orange slide, look at that. Look at that. I guess it's orange. Or is it flame yellow? What color is that? It's not regular yellow. It might be that flame yellow, actually. Yeah. So, that is another one to add to my collection, because I have the yellow one. You have a side collection? I swear I am an adult. That's funny. Okay, so we got, I think, 2 bags here. Like I said, it's not a big set. And this is the other piece that is dope. This little railing slash track. I think it's from a amusement park set, I think. Is it really thrifty when the price per part ratio is really low? Well, that's a good point. But my criteria is Thrifty Thursday is sets that are $20 or less. So this is $19.99. And this goes back to, you know, Joel makes a good point, is that you have fewer parts. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Yes. Actually, I think it's azure. It's an azure plate. The box makes it look like it's darker. See, if you take a look at the box color versus the real thing. But this looks super cool. Because look at this. It's got the notches here. It's thrifty. The prints are boss, and it's a huge part bonanza. Yeah, that's the reason why I got this, was primarily for these 3 parts, which you don't see very often, and especially together. So that's something that I just thought, you know, it's 20 bucks and they're together, it'll be brand new, and you get the Minions. So to Joel's point though, it depends on how you're looking at this, because you do have to spend more time. Medium azure, yeah, I think it's medium azure because it looks like the same color from the, in fact, let me see. I think this is the same color, yeah. So this is from a Duplo set, which is, I'm pretty sure, medium azure. Here's a sand blue, so you can, or I'm sorry, medium blue, so you can see the difference in the color. So yeah, it's azure. So I thought it was going to be, you know, teal or turquoise, but nope. So little disappointed there, Lego, because the color on the box is a little bit off. But that's okay. It's still a cool piece. It's still a very cool piece. I mean, you can see if you got multiples of these. I mean, these look like they're modeled after some of the road plates, where you connect them and you can have a series of them connected together. So you at least get one in the pack, which I thought was cool. And then we have these figures, these minifigs, which I loved building the other ones last time. Yeah. Lego photoshops the heck out of their boxes. Yeah. That's a shame. And you can see, here's that pre-printed, it looks like it is a panel. It's a pre-printed panel. So, I mean, I don't know how much you're going to use the pre-printed panel for, you know, Gru's, you know, lab. I mean, you may not use that part, but the fact you don't have to put a sticker on, I mean, that's kind of nice. So, anyway, yeah. So going back once again to Joel's point, you know, the way I look at it is that if I can spend in 1 month's time, if there are 4 to 5 weeks in a month, and I can spend $20 a week on a $20 set, you know, it's $120, and how much enjoyment do I get out of that? So, you know, it's not just the price per part, it's also the enjoyment and also what parts you get from this that you can use for your other models. And some of these are going to be unique to this set. Like, I can guarantee you, you're not going to find this panel in another set. You're not going to find it. So it goes back to, you know, what do you want for your collection? So when I'm evaluating this, I'm looking at it, you know, I don't do a lot of 4+ sets. The last 4+ set I did besides this one is, I think, another Minion set and the Poe Dameron BB-8 X-Wing, because I wanted that BB-8. Because that's the other thing, is some of these minifigs. And look at this! Oh my god, how adorable is this? Oh my god, look at that. Okay. Regardless of whether you like the Minions or not, that is freaking cute. And it's pre-printed. You don't have to put any stickers on. It's absolutely perfect. So I kind of like this, and I probably will keep this separate. I doubt I will use this in another build, but it's super cute. In fact, this might be something that I use to put the Minions on. In fact, maybe this will be a stand in the future for the Minions when I build them. 4+ are awesome for minifigs. Exactly. Yeah, Pokey Bull Dameron. Exactly, yeah. In fact, the X-Wing is behind me on top. I put the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter next to each other. It's how you got your Hulk. Oh, see? Don't be embarrassed by 4+ sets. 4+ sets are awesome. In fact, there's another 4+ set I might get just for the minifig, and that's the Penguin. That's the Batman, I think, Penguin Chase. Because I don't have a Penguin, and I'm starting to try to build up my Batman collection. So, yeah, so I'm totally with you there, Cornito, is that sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do just to get the minifigs, right? It's what we do as builders. Alright, so the first thing they want us to do is to work on this little guy here. So, anyway, I think it's cute that they have its mouth pre-printed on the minifig, which is super cool. That was an expensive set though, Cowboy. Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, that's super cute. If you're doing the daily brick limit, I think right there, that's 2 pieces. And then I gotta find the arms. I'm sure the arms are in here somewhere. Oops, what did I do with the bag? Oh, here it is. Here's the other bag. Right in front of me. Alright, so I don't... Oh, there's the arm. Okay. you missed one of the Trolls 4+ and you have some light twinges of regret. Oh, yeah, you know, it's funny is that I didn't get I think I only got the Celebration Village set, but I love it. I mean, I love all the characters that are in there. Yeah, so here's the arms, which are adorable. Let's see, do I have to put this a certain way? Let me see. Maybe I have to put this one over here. So, okay, well, we'll figure that out. So, yeah. 4+ does hit clearance often, though. Yes, that's true. So, if you are looking for that, and here are these eyes. This is another thing, too. These eyeballs are adorable. So, if you're going to go in bricks and pieces, you want to get some of these eyeballs. Because these eyeballs, I don't think are in any other set. I think these are only in the Minion sets. So yeah, and they're super cute, super cute, very expressive. So you can see this is Otto, and so this is what 5 that I put in. So this is a 6-piece little build of a Minion. You got a bunch of troll sets, Target clearance up to 50% off. Yeah, well, maybe you want to wait for the Minion sets to go on sale. But anyway, he's adorable. He's freaking adorable. And like I said, what I may do is use this as a stand for the minifigs. I don't know. He's pretty fat. Or I shouldn't say fat. He's festively plump. So, festively plump little guy. All right, so let's see. All right, so we got the minifig together, and I know I'm a slow builder, Doc, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. You know? Doc's always messing with me because I'm a slow builder. And it's kind of like, you know, it takes work. It takes work for me to keep you entertained and build at the same time. So, oops, I zoomed in, so let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway. The other thing is if you like bananas, this thing comes with 3 bananas. So, like I said, think of this as a parts pack, especially some of these cool pieces. Like, and I think it's, in this light it looks orange. I'm pretty sure it's orange, Devo, because that looks like an orange brick. So, yeah. I did too, Joel. I love all the colors and unique parts. Yeah, yeah. As far as the clearance, yeah. Target is great for clearance, and yeah, but then again, Joel, is this going into your supply under your staircase? Like you said, you always put things under your stairwell. So okay, so this is another good piece. You see this in the Egyptian sets. So you're gonna scope that. Joel will travel. Trolls is your color palette. I love that color palette. Exactly. Okay, so Gru's Lair. Alright, so I'm just make sure I'm putting this in the right place. Okay, so I'm doing this in reverse of the camera, so let me do that. So I'm currently I move this in the wrong place. So yeah, I gotta pace myself because you know. Alright, so I'm building for the camera, just so you know. I have to translate in my head. Things are upside down. Good place to store HP sets. Right. That's awesome. Here's another pre-printed piece. You have this little control panel. This pre-printed one. You see this a lot in different computers and other things. So that's pre-printed too. So, you know, for once again, when you're talking about doing something, you know, for, let me zoom in a little bit more. I can zoom in more on that. There we go. Just center that up. Yeah, so Joel likes to buy sets and keep them instead of building them. Here's a window panel. So this is nice. This little window panel here. So, say, where do they want this? Yeah. Yeah, so this will probably be a quick stream unless you want me to start working also on the, what do you call it? The, the mock, the Hecate mock that I was working on earlier. I could do that. All right. So for some reason they want you to block the window and block it with this. So what's gonna go in there? Makes you wonder. All right. Yeah, I know, it was funny. If you watched my session with Ferg, just like Doc Sampson, he smoked me when it came to building. He built 2 sets in the time it took me to build 1 set without stickers. I know, it's funny. But I think if you heard the story, and I know that the audio was a little low, is that there was a point in his life where he had to go to the hospital because of a rare condition of demyelinization of his nerves, and he couldn't use one of his hands. So he ended up using Lego and learning how to, build really well with that one hand. You try to keep sets sealed, but they get open, right? And so when he was talking about that, is that he had participated in a build challenge, I think, and he just, smoked the competition. Okay, I clearly did something wrong here. Oh, okay, now I need a 1 by 1. I think. Wait a minute. What did I do? What did I do? What did I miss? Oh, I see what I missed. There's supposed to be a 2 by 4 underneath all of this. Because I was going to say, it's not lining up. It's not lining up. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, if you kind of listen to the audio, what he was talking about was that he was in the hospital for a little bit because of this issue with the nerves, and that he had built strength in one of his hands. So during the one-handed build challenge, he smoked everybody, and the next person to come close to him had twice the amount of time. So he's very talented, like I said. And I am just so lucky I got to know him because we were working together at Bricks by the Bay. And we ended up, hanging out and touring the showroom floor. And like I said, it was interesting. Just, I showed him this one castle build, and then he adapted it for his own build for his 5-foot tower. Now this is adorable too. Check out this pre-printed. This is so cute. It is like them inside like a washing machine. This is the way, young Kenobi. That is that is the way. You want to know something sick? I have 0 unopened Lego. Wow, that's awesome. That's actually really awesome. So anyway, so you get this pre-printed dish, radar dish. So you know what I might be doing with that. This might be something. Let me zoom in a little bit more. This could be something fun. Have a bunch of these spinning around. Now they do have this pin, and it looks like they want the pin to go like this. So we get this spinning. So here's a little play function, looks like. And they want this to go into this hole here. There we go. So yeah, you can you have this little, because minions need to get clean, so I guess that's how they wash up, is they clean up after themselves. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. So it was a good reason to go see Ferg, and he and I need to chat because he was talking about sponsoring a mock improv where we use Citizen Brick minifigs. So we're going to have to talk through that some more. Personally, I wanted him to be one of the competitors, so I'm not sure if that's still maybe the case. So maybe he's going to be a judge. We'll see. We'll see how that all shakes out. But I just thought it was super cool just being able to hang out with him because it's been over a year since I've seen him. Last time I saw him was at Bricks Cascade, and if you heard the interview, he and Allie Perry and Brickworm were really instrumental in me going to Bricks Cascade. You're the anti-Joel. Well, Joel says he's evil, so that must mean you're good. You're the cowboy in the white hat, and Joel is the evil villain at the train tracks, right? I was going to take a picture of all my unopened sets just to troll you, Cowboy Kenobi. Oh my god, that's funny. That is super funny. Alright, so let's see, where's this going? This looks like it's going up here. Yeah. So anyway, I like this medium as your base plate, or whatever kind of plate you want to call that. I think it's a road plate that they've recolored. So I think that's super cool. And like I said, the orange, that orange slide, that's going to be super cool. Kryptonite. Well, that's funny that you guys like want to taunt each other. I mean, I can see Joel saying, "How can I taunt Cowboy Cornado? What can I do?" That's funny. Now, have you been thinking about how you're going to court Debo? Because, you know, Debo's going to have a lot of people, you know, wanting to partner with him. So I would work on that, Joel. If you really want to be on Lego Masters, you better have a good reason for him to pick you. Okay. So here's the slide. Very cool. Very, very cute. Now, it looks like it's off by it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that right. Let me double check. But yeah, it looks like it's a little, it's off by a plate because it doesn't actually quite hit the floor. Yep. The guest room closet is just unopened Lego. These came before the road plate. Oh, so they recolored the road plate from that. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So, like I said, very, very cool. I can go ahead and you can start playing already with that. That's very, very fun. Oh, okay. Now I know why it's off by a plate. You need to put one of these down. And then this is complete. This is nice. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, you need safety guards. You need these, so then that way when they slide down, they stop. So I was a little premature there. Oh, look at that. Hooded One is here. Hey, Hooded One, how are you? Easy. Debo wants to be around until the end. In reality TV, villains are always around until the end. I see. Well, I don't know, because if you fail on a challenge, you know, like take a look at Moto and Taurus, right? No spoilers, but let's just say we, you know, they had a different anticipated outcome. So just be forewarned, they obviously didn't take me last time. Good morning. So Hooded One, how are you? Cowboy Cornado, you should join the dark side and enjoy your closed box collection while munching on a chocolate cookie. Actually, Cowboy Kenobi has all of his boxes open. It's Joel that has this huge collection in his closet. So, but anyway, we're enjoying this little play function of this Minion set, which is only $19.99, and that's just so adorable. You gotta admit, that's super cute. And you got a couple of bananas here. So if you really want to do the play function, you can say, Mikirimaka! You know, you can do the voices, and you can say he slipped on a banana. It's like, ah! Cookies sound great. That's right. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. In fact, speaking of dark side, Hecate is on the dark side. Maybe I should put some cookies in there too. That's a good idea, Hooded One. I think we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to put some cookies somewhere in the in fact, I should do that for Brick Huntress's competition or challenge, I should say, because that one's more family oriented. Well, I guess both of them are family oriented. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. We have a couple extra pieces here. Wait a minute. I'm probably not done yet. I should keep going. You're suddenly reminded of old Fisher-Price toys. Oh, I see. They want the bananas at the bottom of the... This is hilarious. So I guess they want them at the bottom, so then they go, okay, I want some bananas. Yay! No, we get 2 minions. We're only on bag 1. So, you know, somebody told me to pace myself. So, no, we get a second minion. Yeah. So, anyway, Modus and Paris weren't engaging reality TV peeps, in my honest, humble opinion. Yeah, yeah, but they were also the Science Alliance, right? So they were geeky. You need to be geeky and villainous, right, at the same time. 3 bananas, exactly. Banana. You can't say it right, banana. Has anyone made a filet mignon mock yet? I think they have. Oh, a filet mignon. I get it now. Thank you. If Moto and Paras took on the mad scientist role, they would still be around. I don't think so. I don't think they would have, because it goes back to, you know, they have to justify who they put in the bottom 2, and based on their performance, that's why they were on the bottom 2. Okay, I'm not sure what these are. I didn't see. No. Unless I was supposed to put those on underneath. Oh, I probably was supposed to put those underneath the eyes. Let's check that out. I think so. I'll go back in the instructions because I didn't really read the instructions for the eyeballs. Let's see. Nope. Nope. I have no idea what these are. These pieces. And what they're for. I can go back real quick before we open up bag 2. Because usually when there's 2 pieces left, they should have been used for something. So I'm just going to check real quick and make sure. Ah, I think it goes on the top of the head. That's what it is. Okay. I'm trying to take over the world. That's right. You know, it's the producers who make the final call on who gets eliminated, right? Of course. Of course. But it goes back to, you can't justify sending, you know, not putting somebody in the bottom 2 if they didn't perform well. So it's kind of like a combination of the 2. You have to perform well, otherwise they can't really justify keeping you around. Yeah. So anyway, I think so that little piece was for the top. Producers don't care about performance, just entertaining TV. Well, possibly. A little bit of both. I will, like I said, I'm trying not to give out spoilers, but Natalie and Michelle, you know, that one, they kept them around, I think, because they're entertaining, right? So, okay, so let's go to bag number 2. Bag number 2. Yeah, so, so the other thing you missed, Hooded One, since you just arrived, is we were talking about earlier about how there were 2 instances recently with legal issues with regard to Lego. The first one is the Utah gun manufacturer who made a gun casing that's made of Lego, which is extremely dangerous for kids. And Lego pretty much put a cease and desist order out against the company when they discovered that, and they've stopped. And then the other is that there is a case against Robert Morris, who's a former Penn State University student, and they claimed for evidence he has a Capitol building architecture set that was partially open. They scanned that in the official legal record as part of the evidence against him, which to me is a little ridiculous because, I mean, he didn't even complete the model. If he had completed it and they were like strategizing on how to attack the Capitol building, okay, I get it. But so anyway, we had a little discussion about that. The show has shown that the judging is not very talent-centric. Well, it's not just the judging, it's the recruiting of the talent. And I have some opinions about that too. Is that I think, you know, they recruited people that make good television, not necessarily good builders. And I know Cowboy Kenobi and I've had an offline discussion about that. Now this is interesting. Remember the last one that this headpiece, this top piece was separate. This is like one full long piece, and look at that smile. That's smile is awesome. Oh my goodness. That UT gun manufacturer wanted the publicity from Lego. He's making more money now from gun sales from pro-gun consumers who didn't like what Lego did. Well, that's probably true. But once again, it goes back to, you know, you still don't want to do that for kids. I mean, I don't know if that was the official intent. Lena, how are you? You just wanted to stop by to say hi before you fell asleep. Okay, hello. Thank you. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. Yeah, no, we were just talking about how that Utah manufacturer, you know, made that Lego gun case. Here, I'm just going to show you. I'm opening this other little mini bag here. And yeah, it's sad. It's really sad about, I don't know, I think that, you know, people think of Lego in different ways, and, you know, Joel's point is that that gun manufacturer now is getting more sales because they got the cease and desist order from Lego. But I think Lego absolutely had rights to tell them to stop. Okay, this is interesting because I didn't notice. This one looks like, wait a minute, does this one have like an eyelid? No. I guess I was imagining that. That was the intent. The Lego gun wasn't even a working model. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're making this one a little goofy with the little cross eyes. Oops, ah! Look at that. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Gotta catch some sleep. Okay, take care, Debo. Thanks for stopping in. It's always good to see you and your humor. A filet mignon. Yeah, took me a while to get that, but I got it. Thank you. There goes Don Brickles. Yeah, so once again, we've got another cute little one. Here, we'll have him go down the slide real quick. So, I'm easily entertained, and for those of you who don't know me very well, I actually had been big into Minions, I don't know, about, I want to say 7 or 8 years ago, that I had a 10-year celebration of my company, and one of the people, the contractors I work with, is a cake decorator, and she put Minions on my cake, and she called them Naomi's Minions, which were hilarious. Okay, so anyway, oh, I guess I need to put that thing on the top, don't I? Let's see, where's that little nub? Where's the nub? That little nubby. There it is. Yeah. So they have this little nub thing on top. So cute. Okay, well, maybe I'm jumping ahead. Let me see. Oh, actually, this one doesn't. This one has a sprocket. Hold up. This one actually has not the nub. This one has this one has like a black sprout. That's okay, that's hilarious. That little black sprout. Okay, that deserves another trip down the slide. That's great. All right, see, I do have to follow the instructions. I do have to pace myself. Otherwise, I skip a step. So anyway, all right. So we've got this 2x2 going here. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right. So I just put this piece here. No biggie. No biggie. But like I said, if you're thinking about this from a parts pack point of view, it's actually pretty cool. Some of the pieces that are in here. Did you like Loki? Debo just left. So he might have liked Loki. I haven't seen the latest 2 episodes. I still need to catch up. But what I thought was hilarious, and I know Cowboy Kenobi did this, is that they had a, oops, I just realized I put this in the wrong place. They had, you know, that helmet on Loki, and there were 3 builders last week who put that same helmet on a crocodile and called him Croaky, right? Which I thought was hilarious. So two of the people were from the Daily Brick Limit Challenge, and then Cornado did one of his own. I thought that was hilarious. That there were, all these people thinking the same thing. Oh, I'm going to put a Loki helmet on that. Yeah. So anyway, funny. So, okay, we got some nice little curved pieces, these 2x2 curves. Yeah, so I haven't watched it yet. I left off where after the pruning. Like I said, I don't want to give out spoilers. I'll just say after the pruning. So I still have to figure out what the storyline is after the pruning. So we'll find out what the pruning resulted in. Yeah. In fact, I'll probably watch that right after the show. Because tomorrow is Friday, and I have tomorrow off from streaming. Yeah, and for some of you, by the way, who've been watching me on Twitch, and I'll be honest, I was getting super depressed on Twitch. And I had started questioning if I was even going to continue on that platform. But this one guy, Zach Rutledge, just kind of pulled me out from my depression. It's an alligator. It's not a crocodile. Okay. We'll give you that. We'll give you that. If you stayed for mid-credits of episode 4, you would get the alligator Loki reference. Okay. I will go back. I will go back and check that out. Okay, so you notice that we put this here and we have this slope. So this is how it looks like. I guess we have to do this in the right direction. There we go. So that's how this connects. And I'm guessing, let's see if this play function is for the minions. Let's see will this minion, maybe it's supposed to go sideways like this. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, no, it's not quite as elegant as the other one, but anyway, we have a little ladder slope kind of thing. You haven't watched a single episode. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure if you're missing out. Because if you're not a Marvel fan, and, this is kind of a sub-character, right, of the Thor series. He's not even one of the original Avengers, right? So he's kind of a spin-off, and it makes you think, too, are we going to go with all the siblings of other... And it's kind of similar to what they did with Venom, right? Venom is not really a major character in the Spider-Man universe, but yet they built a whole movie on that. And part of it is because Sony doesn't give the rights for for the others. Okay, so now there's a little sub-build of like a little jet engine. So if you, let me see if the box is here. So there's this like little jet engine thing. And also this little, I guess, I don't know, a barrier. So I think we're building the barrier next. Yeah, we're building the barrier next. I'm going to move this over. In the comics, Loki is the reason the Avengers assembled. Really? And since I'm a DC person, still not interested. Like I said, I'm more of a Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I am very excited that Aquaman was cast, Jason Momoa was cast as Aquaman. That was brilliant. That was a brilliant move. I loved that. And imagining Nicole Kidman as the mother of Aquaman. I mean, how cool is that? That was super dope. Yeah. And I think she probably enjoyed it too. Because if you're the mother of a superhero, that must make you a superhero too, right? And I'm sorry, was that a spoiler? If it was, I'm sorry. But I don't think it was, because I think it was in the credits. Or not the credits, the way my philosophy is that if it was in the the trailers promoting the movie, then it's not really a spoiler. And I'm pretty sure I remember something in the credits about her. Okay, so this is just a sub build. Not sure where that's going yet. And then we have here the base of this little engine that we're going to work on. Now I do love these for parts, these car hoods. So I'm glad that they've included some of these in here. You think I'll have more fun rewatching The Queen's Gambit? Yes. Oh my gosh, I loved The Queen's Gambit. That was so much fun to watch, and I don't know if I mentioned it on this stream, but I learned how to play chess when I was, I think, 5, something like that. So it really resonated with me, except for the drug addiction portion of it. But I totally agree with you, Headed One. Queen's Gambit was awesome. I gotta get this in the camera frame. There we go. Yeah, if you haven't seen The Queen's Gambit, Anna Taylor-Joy is freaking amazing in it. She really embodied that part. Really, really enjoyed that. And like I said, I, played chess when I was a young child. Oh, here's another pre-printed piece. Very cool. This little control panel. So you get that in here. Anybody see 000? I have not seen 000. Is that on Netflix, or what streaming service is carrying that? Yeah, there's a lot of really good parts in here. I mean, you usually see these with cars and vehicles, right? This 2x4 with the recessed 2x2 in here. So, like I said, don't discount these 4+ sets. Even though we were joking too about the Adidas shoe gift of purchase. They said it was for 18+. In fact, Matthew Builds Bricks and I were talking about how he goes, I think I'm going to build this gift with purchase, but it says it's 18+. I think I can handle it. I said, yeah, you can definitely handle it. It was funny. It's on Prime. Oh, okay. I have that. I will check that out. All right. So I think we can now put on the wheels. And this one is nice because these are the center of the wheels, the wheel wells, without the rubber part. So I like that. Because honestly, I have way too many wheels. And one of the things that I've been doing is I haven't really done a lot of car builds. Mostly because I just have so many freaking wheels. But like I said, because I was visiting Ferg, I did the Speed Champions build, the one that I got from Remy Baker. And, he's kind of influenced me a bit because he goes, you shouldn't be dissing cars so much. I said, yeah, I know. I know I shouldn't be dissing cars because, but see, I'm a shipbuilder. I'm into ships. He's into cars. So, very different. But Ferg's my buddy, and like I said, he's been a very good influence on me, and part of the reason why I'm up here in Seattle. So he's, like I said, he's my convention enabler. It's like he goes to conventions and then he convinces me to go, and I'm very grateful for that too, because I would not have gone to Brick's Cascade if it wasn't for him, Allie, and Brickworm all telling me I had to go. And then I went, and it was the last convention before COVID hit. It's amazing. In retrospect, just thinking about, all the people that I've met in my life and how they influence you, and just all of you too. I mean, I hope I get to meet some of you in person someday soon. I know that may not be for a while, but I would love that. Because I know many of you have been super, super supportive, helpful, really great in giving me good advice on building techniques, and also just, keeping my spirits up during this pandemic. So thank you, everybody. I know I've been whining a lot recently, and that's my bad. I really shouldn't be whining as much as I have been. Oh! This actually goes on the track. Okay. This is cool. Okay, so this is what they have in the description. That this is where the tall Kevin goes. I can get Kevin to just raise his arm up. Raise those arms. The arms are in the way. Okay. Oops. Let me angle this. Someday maybe? I hope so. I was talking to Matthew Builds Bricks and his parents, and we were talking about someday I hope to go to Legoland, and they may come over and meet me when that happens. Okay, so I'm just lining this up, and it looks like it fits on the track. Oh my god, this is cool. Oh, okay. Now you gotta admit, for 20 bucks, you get these play functions, you get this cool little vehicle that Kevin gets to drive. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I might actually, like I said, I was talking about, I have a client in California, so I may be going down there in October. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Either maybe late September, early October. It's just that I still don't want to get into a plane right now. I was nervous in the Lego store today because in the state of Washington, they've relaxed the mask law. There were only 2 people in the Lego store today with a mask on that were not people who have to work there. All the employees were wearing masks, but me and one other guy were wearing masks. Nobody else was. So I'm thinking for my future Lego purchases, I think I'm going to do them all online. Not until I get vaccinated, because it's just too risky. As much as I like, you know, going there and visiting with them, it's just, or I have to go at a time where it's super quiet, where there's nobody in the store. Okay, we got some extra eyes. Let's see. So these are the extra pieces that we have left over. Not a lot. Just that. That's pretty good. And, oh, here, one more of those little nuts for the top. So, 4 extra pieces. We got 2 Minion characters. We've got some pretty cool little play functions going on. Yes, to Joel's point, it is a little pricey, but it's not as bad to me as the video boxes. The video boxes, I think, have about the same part count, but they're not nearly as much fun, in my humble opinion. To me, those are, I think this one had 70 pieces, I think, for 70 pieces, 87. So this one has 87 pieces. I think the video boxes had like 65 or 70 pieces. Anti-vaxxer's paradise. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I've mentioned this before. I'm an anti-mRNA vaxxer. I'm waiting for Novavax. I will get vaccinated once Novavax is approved. I can guarantee you that. But until that happens, I am going to be super cautious. And so far so good, because I was in Bainbridge Island with Ferg and Allie, and I was there, I was there Tuesday. So I've got, what, 3 or 4 more days, and then it'll be 2 weeks since I've been there. So far I'm still healthy, so, but I was worried there because a lot of people were walking around in the main mall without masks, and I was just like, oh man. But my inner introvert has been okay with it. So like I said, if you like the Minions and you like these minifigs, I don't even know if these count as minifigs. Do they count as minifigs? Because they're such a different shape. I don't know. Let's see if I have a minifig handy. I've got this minifig handy. I mean, they're quite a bit. I mean, look at this, size-wise. I mean, this Minion is huge. You know, it's, if you saw this, I mean, if this is supposed to be the size of, I think this has the regular legs, right? Yeah, this has the regular legs. This is supposed to be a standard human. And the Minion is huge. This thing is, yeah, this thing is super, but it's super cute. Like I said, I love Minions. So for me, I'm a big Yeah, I'm very, very pro on this set. Mostly also because of the play function. If you were to spend the same amount of money on a video box, you just get the handle and you have to play with the app, and it really doesn't give you a whole lot of satisfaction there, in my humble opinion. You only own two minions, the brick-built minions and the one in Chinatown. Oh, okay. Well, I now own four. Let me see if I find the other ones, because I think I actually filed those properly. Let's see. Minions. There they are. Aha! So here's another one. This one came from the Rise of Gru's lab. Bye, Hooded One. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. It's great to see you. And then this one is another one with two eyes, and this one has blue eyes. The other ones are brown. I think this one's brown too. And I just realized that this one doesn't have the little nub on the head. So since I have an extra, maybe I missed out on that when I built the other ones. Or maybe I should put the hair on. Yeah, let me put the hair on this one. I'm gonna have to go back and see my instructions. You got the set with Gru, yeah. Yeah, that's the same one with these, because you get the one-eyed minion in that one. And I'm putting that because you see how it's got the little hair marks? Here, let me zoom in a little bit. See, it's got little hair marks on the top. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I think it's kind of cute. And then this one, I will put the little nub on this one. But this one has the blue eyes. Oops. So you see it's got blue eyes instead of brown. So yeah. So they're each unique. Like I said, this one has the little hair print. Oops. This has the little hair print. So let me see if I can put them all together in my hand. So you get all four minions. Yeah, this one's huge. Look at how large this one is compared to the other two. That's so funny. And then so that one's named Otto. And then Kevin, Otto, one of these is Bob. And I think Stan, is that right? I'm gonna have to look up the box. But anyway, those are the four minions. This guy is huge. Now that I compare him with the others, he's super huge. You're waiting for the Minion minifigure accessory pack to get a Gru. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think I have a Gru somewhere. Is this the Gru? Yeah, here's the Gru. So, and look at Gru compared to the big Otto. If I saw that Minion coming towards me, if you think of Gru as maybe, I don't know, 6 feet tall or 5'10", and then you've got this big minion coming down. I think that's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's the whole series of Minion minifigs that I have. So I'm going to have to look up the names, but I do know that these last two are Otto and Kevin. I think one of these is Bob, and I can't remember the name of maybe Steve? I want to say Steve. But anyway, super fun. Love the outfits, love the expressions. They're pre-printed expressions on their faces. You know, this one is probably one of my favorites, the one-eyed one. The one-eyed one with the big smile. He just looks so happy. Doesn't he look super happy? Yeah. Like this one looks serious, right? The one with the blue eyes. Kind of serious there. This one looks surprised, like, ooh. And then there's another happy one, Kevin. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, the Minion minifigure accessory pack would be cool, because this isn't truly Gru. I mean, this is Gru as a young child, because look at that nose. There's no real big nose on there. Let me see if I can look at the focus a little better. There we go. Yeah. But anyway. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to put all of these in here. I'm not even sure if this box will close with that gigantic Otto. Oh my god, this thing is huge! Yeah, now that I've compared them all, he's quite festively plump, as we said earlier. Festively plump Minion. Alright, my friends. So we had a nice little discussion. And like I said, if you want, I could close it down now because I do want to also start thinking about my other mock because I need to get that done by Sunday. So I will be working some more on Saturday. What I'll probably be doing is Friday, I'll probably be doing some more things. Let me see if I have it handy. So as you can see, this is 2 pieces. Let me zoom out. And I'm going to need to put some of those tiles here for the river. And then I want to make the backdrop more with trees. More trees, more shading. But I love this new technique that I've been working with. I just think it's super easy to do and it's strong. I mean, once it's set in place, this doesn't move. I mean, it's great. So now I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to do with these. Yeah, it's really, really fun. So anyway, yeah, been having a good time. If you like the stream, you know what to do. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing some more later with trying to, build some more content into this stream. But I've been having a lot of fun. Like I said, I have more fun on YouTube than I do on Twitch, but I'm changing that. I'm changing my philosophy. I'm talking to Zach. I'm going to be talking to my friend Oats Connoisseur. I'll probably talk to Set to Build. I mean, people who've been streaming for a long time. I think part of it is that I honestly was thinking, nobody really liked my content. And, that's why they're following everybody else. They would rather watch people, building sets to live vicariously through them, which is perfectly valid, rather than starting art, from scratch. So I think for me, you know what I am. I'm an artist. At least that's what I like to think. I'm an artist. And I think, and I'm going to stand by this. Don't expect me to eat jelly beans that taste nasty. That's not my jam. I'm not going to do that. And I will, though, build sets such as this one. So, oops. It would be good to get the page right. All right, Brickanista, hold it together. And by the way, since we were talking about the big Minion sets, here are some of the big ones that Joel was referring to earlier. But we just built this Minion set that the Minions are having fun in Gru's Lab, and 75546, $20. I think it's a good deal because, like I said, the play functions, the pre-printed pieces, you've got also, the whole storyline, and you've got a little vehicle that you get in there too. So you might even just keep the vehicle for something. Yeah. Set to Build does nothing but mocks. Exactly. But the thing about Set is Set also has an animated character that his wife had built for him. So you never see his face on camera. So I think that's another reason why people like watching him too, is they watch the animated character. And my other friend Eric Wilkinson, who I'm going to be partnering with him on BrickCon, he also has an animated character. So my other thought was putting Pandy Panda over on Twitch and having Pandy Panda do all of his sets and talk like this the whole time. So I'm going to have to practice talking like this over in Twitch with the Pandy Panda character animated. So I'm thinking about that as another option. Is that, you have to kind of adapt to the format. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I am giving myself to the end of the year because I think, as I mentioned, I still think we need more women voices in both platforms. And if I choose to drop out, that's yet another voice that's going to be gone. So I'm going to hold tight. I'll still be here. So don't worry. And thank you, everyone, for your encouragement and support, because I know some of you, like Cowboy Cornado, has been here since almost the very beginning when I first started streaming back in September. So I'll be coming up on my 1-year anniversary, September 14th. I'm going to have to look at the calendar, and we might have another big giveaway or something going on during that time. I still have to think about what I want to do for the anniversary. And then also, we are probably going to do another mock improv sometime soon because we had so much fun with that. If you're interested in that, I might be hitting you up. Like Doc Sampson, you might be interested in that, to have you on camera building for 90 minutes, you know, and going with the mock improv format. If you're interested, let me know, because I would really like Ferg to be involved. And I'm not sure if he's going to be a builder or if he's going to be a sponsor and slash judge. I mean, we'll find out. So I'm going to reach out to him in the next couple of days and see what we might want to do and pick some dates. So expect something in the next couple of weeks. And we'll do another mock improv, probably on a Saturday is my guess, just like we did last time. I think we did it Saturday at 10. So maybe in a couple weeks, maybe in late July or early August. So I'll find out from Ferg what his schedule is, and it may be Citizen Brick minifigs. So if you don't have one, that's another reason why I'm saying in a couple weeks, because it might take some time in the mail to get a Citizen Brick figure to you. If you do have them already, let me know, because that would also be great if we just have Citizen Brick minifigs that are part of this. Citizen Brick minifigs as seed is expensive, yo. Well, that's why Ferg, he has 350 Citizen Brick minifigs. He might also consider just the torso. So he's got a ton of torsos, so maybe he'll send a Citizen Brick torso your way, and then you put your own head and, you know, feet and everything. Sounds like fun? Yeah, Robin. So maybe you and I should chat too, that maybe if you want to be involved in this. Because last time we had Debo, we had Alexander 23, we had Cornado, and we had Brickworm and me. And the other thing that Remy Baker was saying is that maybe you need an MC. So maybe Ferg and I could be MCs, and we'll see how the builders do. So we'll see. I'm gonna reach out to him and see what he had in mind, and maybe that's what we do. Maybe he and I banter while you all are building. Then I don't have to worry about building, but I kind of like it too. I have fun with it, so we'll see what happens. But thank you again, everybody. It was really fun building this. If you like the stream, please like this stream, subscribe. Just let me know. Also, you can reach out to me either on Instagram or on the Discord server. The Minions Kung Fu Training minifig pack is now available. What? Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm gonna wait, because I think you can do this online if you are an AFOL on AFOL day, because you get a discount on AFOL day. But thank you so much. I'm looking forward to that set, because now that I've got 2 Minion sets that I've done with 4 of the Minions plus Gru, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start looking at that. So thank you, Joel. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Doc Sampson. Thank you, Cowboy Kenobi, Debo, Lena, everybody who's dropped in on the stream. I really appreciate it. And we'll be talking again soon. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Take care. Bye.